strength.
The Dictators and Who Will Save Rock and Roll from a 7-inch single. We heard Dead Man Inc. before that. And Hate This Town from their recently released Live at the Sound Lounge that they recorded a couple of months back. The Mark of Cain for Tom. And Degenerate Boy from the Idiot Box soundtrack. Lemmy was in there from the Rise Above CD and Thirsty and Miserable. And that was for the defence of the West Memphis 3 when that all happened. And only just heard a couple of weeks ago that the West Memphis 3 are free. And hail to that. Choking Susan before that from a brand new album called Choking Susan Goes to Cuntobia, and a track called Liar Liar, and Vice Squad up the top, Voice of the People, the opening track from their brand new album Defiant, who were fantastic at the recently Rebellion concert in Britain, Blackpool. We have very special guests in the studio. They're called Admiral Akbar's Dishonourable Discharge, and they're from Melbourne. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Yeah,
Good. You might have to just get a little bit closer to the mics.
Oh,
Yep.
There we go.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah, tell us a bit about you. How long you been going?
We've only really existed since call it April.
Yeah, call it April.
Yep.
Yeah, we're only fledgling.
Yeah.
But I think apparently we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Certainly are. The two tracks that we have at our disposal sound great.
Oh, thank you.
They're a great blend of punk and ska music.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly got the ska in there, but certainly leans towards the punk side of things. Very energetic. And looking at the notes here, most of you met at a NMIT music performance program. Tell us a bit about that. What's that all about?
You guys are the performance kids.
Yeah. Well, we both study for music performance, and we just met. I met Toff at the campus where we live, at the student campus there, and then it kind of just grew this year. Like, everyone met everybody roughly around, and then
it's kind of weird. I'm technical production, so I most of the tracks that you guys hear come through me first. I produce all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I met our sax player through one of my classmates. Like, we're just having a smoke out the front, and I've just wandered up, and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you going? This is my friend Alex. He plays sax." I'm like, "Hey, want to play in a ska band?" He's like, "Okay, sure."
And it went from there.
Pretty much, yeah. And he brought in our trombone player, and I think our lead guitarist brought Kellen.
Yeah, on the first day of uni, I just walked up to him like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? What do you play?" "Oh, guitar." "I play trumpet. Want to join my band?" "Sure."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So 7 members in the band.
Yep.
Kelly here plays guitar.
Trumpet.
Trumpet, sorry. Toff.
Barely rhythm guitar and melodic yelling, I suppose. I wouldn't
And
qualify as
James?
singing.
I'm bass.
Your bass, yep. And the dynamic frontman, Toffer.
That'd be me.
That's you.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Talk yourself up much or what?
I don't think I wrote that.
You have a reputation in Melbourne for being a very energetic band. What can we expect at the Governor High March tomorrow night?
Lots of running around.
Yeah, lots of running around, jumping.
Audience participation.
Excellent.
That's pretty much it. We just pretty much just do what we want and
Yeah,
just enjoy the music.
get up there and go for it.
We hug a lot.
You hug a lot.
Oh, I hug a lot. I'm very affectionate.
Well, that's a good thing. That should transcend to the audience.
Oh, he was hoping, yeah. Hopefully they don't see it as like, this bizarre creep punk guy just like, "Hey, hug me." It's a completely platonic thing if you happen to end up with a sweaty toff wrapped around you tomorrow night.
Oh,
What
so
sort
gross.
of stuff's influenced the band as far as music goes? You've got a Frenzel Rom t-shirt on.
Oh, I love Frenzel. I suppose musically the best way to describe us is the musical fundamentals of Real Big Fish.
Yep.
And the lyrical tongue-in-cheek of the Vandals sort of thing. And obviously I want to try and keep it as Australian as I can.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of these Australian bands pretending to be British or American or this sort of stuff. "We're not rock stars, we don't need to do an encore." That sort of crap.
Well, the two tracks we have, you certainly sound Australian.
Awesome.
Yeah. That leads me to one of the other questions. You did mention in the bio about Real Big Fish. Where is it? Just here. Let me just catch up on that. How close are you achieving to playing with real big fish and the aquabats? Is anything eventuated with that?
One day.
One day.
We can be hopeful.
Fingers
Trying to get the
crossed.
more fans we get, the more chance we got of playing with bigger bands. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Maybe I can draw some attention by rolling up at one of their shows naked or something.
Please don't.
Me.
Ugly tough is not a pretty thing.
I did get, MC Bat Commander did spit in my mouth last year, though.
Oh.
Technically, and I shared that with Matt by, I just got spat in the mouth. I'm going to lick you. Hooray. Share the love.
Oh, that all goes with playing performance-wise, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
A lot happens out there when you're playing live, and certainly one of the old punk ethos is getting gobbed on.
The old gobbing thing. Yeah, it's a little gross. I'll try to stay away from that, but Joe Strummer got hepatitis C from that, and that's pretty gnarly. He would just happen to be singing, some dude in the crowd just happened to hit the target right down his throat. So
thank goodness that practice has passed by.
Yeah.
I think people are a little bit more serious and like to come and hear the bands these days and listen to the music and what you've got to say. Yeah, and have a lot of a dance.
Yeah.
I would say AADD. Can I call you that?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Would certainly comprise of mostly catchy, dancey tunes.
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Try and keep it upbeat as possible.
Lots of energy.
How many of those tunes will you throw at us tomorrow night?
I think we're looking at a set of about 13 or 14.
13 or 14, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
About an hour long?
Just under 45 minutes.
Yeah, we just play really fast.
Yeah, good. You're playing with some great bands here in Adelaide. The Standard Union, give or take, another great exponent of reggae and punk blended music, and Stomp the Dog.
Definitely.
Who've been, have you heard much about them?
I've checked them out online, all of these guys, and I've actually started rocking a Standard Union sticker on my guitar as well.
They're great. They've been around for some time now, Standard Union, and a great live band as well. Have released quite a bit of product. But Stomp the Dog, certainly very young, energetic band that have been touring around the country. I think they were in Brisbane playing in Queensland not so very long ago. Have you played outside of Melbourne before?
Yeah, we've done some regional shows. Our first show was at a festival called The Hunt for the Boogaloo.
Yep.
And that was basically all the regional punks in Victoria tend to get together once a year for this thing.
Yep.
And one of the blokes has a stage and a skate ramp built in his parents' paddock, and we all just roll up and get really loud and violent and on the sauce and
party.
Yeah. And
sounds good. Whereabouts is that held?
That is a place called Mubu North. It's about 40 minutes out of my hometown, Traralgon, because I'm not actually a Melbourne boy, technically speaking. Me and Matt are from regional Victoria. Yep. So is our drummer Vinny. He's a bit close to Melbourne, but not by much.
So is that north of Melbourne?
We're east.
East?
Yeah.
So not coming towards Adelaide, going more towards the coast.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. How far out of Melbourne would that be?
About 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Not far to go to a good festival.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. Just tends to get rained out every year. They pick the right time to get rained out every year.
The rain was the worst thing of that whole bloody thing.
Yeah,
The rain.
You're drunk, everyone's loud, and it's good fun. It's all right.
Both Adelaide and Melbourne, unfortunately, suffer from that sort of reputation of being, certainly this time of year.
Definitely.
Come summer, though, it's a nice state of affairs, isn't it?
We're definitely looking forward to summer. I think our music sort of translates better in the summer sort of thing. Like, we're sort of cutting our teeth in winter. Yep. But hopefully summer should kick over a lot harder for us.
When we come back, I'll ask you a bit about your future, what future plans the band has. In the meantime, let's hear a track from the 2 tracks that we have here, a song called Blonde. And this is a little bit of what you will get to hear at the Governor High Marsh tomorrow night. This song, any story behind it?
The original hook I wrote it's a lot of our stuff that you'll be hearing is stuff that I've translated over from a previous band that me and Matt played in. And this one went by a different title a long time ago. I ended up rewriting it. And like it's one of our most popular and catchy songs.
Yeah, it is a good song.
The bass player from one of our sister bands has actually been quoted as saying, and about this song, your songs are really catchy, but and they get stuck in your head, not in a good way, more like brain cancer.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
To get stuck in their heads, that's what you want.
That's it.
Yeah. Here is Admiral Akbar's Dishonourable Discharge from Melbourne, and a track called Blonde.